Big J, Pat McAfee, came in with some interesting contract details on Sam Darnold that we are going to tell you about. We'll show you what McAfee, along with AJ Hawk, what they had to say, and share our thoughts coming up on this edition of Seattle Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones, your fearless leader, here with you. Thanks for joining us. Folks, I need your help. I'm closing in on 8,000 followers on X. And I need about 14 more is all to get to that milestone. I could use your help, folks. And believe me, I know I'm blocked by Geno Smith on X, but I will not block you. I will, in fact, follow the first 10 people that follow me on X. Does that sound like a deal? I think we got ourselves a deal. Follow me on X, at Tyler Jones Live, for more Seahawks coverage beyond what you get here on the channel each and every day. The show never stops over there on that platform. Give me a follow, and we'll get started with today's show. Pat McAfee of the Pat McAfee Show on ESPN. He did some good research and analysis that he heard from his sources, if you know, you know, on Sam Darnold and his contract situation with the Seattle Seahawks, of the deal that just got announced just over a week ago. And we haven't found out all the information on this contract, but McAfee was able to get some of the details, and it's pretty fascinating how team-friendly this is for Seattle here. Let me kind of tell you some of the information that McAfee put out there. The Seahawks can get out of Sam Darnold's contract after 1 year at $37.5 million. And to take that a step further, if the Seattle Seahawks pick up the second year of Darnold's contract, it's 2 years, $65 million at $62.5 million per year. So to put that in the simplest of terms for the folks out there, it's a 3-year contract, but really it's a 1-year deal with a 2-year team option that Sam Darnold has been given here at this point. And McAfee, he said this about the contract situation: I wonder why that was the structure Sam Darnold agreed to. How much was he being offered at other places? Is this another opportunity for him to bet on himself and play great ball while making great money? And as McAfee and his crew notes, the contract situation that Seattle gave him was probably in the ballpark or at the best offer that he got from some of these other teams like Pittsburgh and Minnesota and others that had expressed interest in Sam Darnold. And so with that said, bottom line, this is a great deal for the Seahawks, where if for whatever reason Sam Darnold struggles, if he does not play up to expectations and his full potential, they can get out of this pretty easily after this year. And not to mention, there's not a whole lot of guaranteed money in this deal as is. We'll go over the guaranteed money situation, break it down in detail here in just a moment. But this is a pretty good situation, a very good circumstance that Seattle finds themselves in, investing in their franchise quarterback, in making the most of this situation of what they're doing here with this contract. So with that said, let's ask you, who won the negotiation, the art of the deal? Was it Sam Darnold or was it John Schneider? I'm leaning towards John here. What do you guys think? It's our pinned comment today. Type SD for Sam Darnold. Type JS for John Schneider. If you think both sides won, type S for Seahawks. Get in that comment section and let us know what you think. We are continuing to cover NFL free agency like no one else is here on Seahawks Today. It has been a crazy week and a half on the channel as we've brought you all sorts of live shows. We've broke down every single signing so far to this point, and even though free agency has kind of slowed down the pace the last couple days, we are revving things up here on the channel. Every single move, every single signing, trade, whatever it may be, we're going to cover it here on the channel and bring you a video and react to it, give you our instant analysis. So I need you to subscribe if you haven't already. We're getting close to 65,000 subscribers, and you're going to be the first to know when the Seahawks make a move and get our instant reaction and analysis right here on Seattle Seahawks Today. Subscribe now for free. Turn on notifications. That way you're the first to know when those moves happen here on the channel. Subscribe for free at youtube.com/SeahawksTV. So let's go over Darnold's contract. What does it exactly look like? In 2025, Sam Darnold will receive $37.5 million, and that is fully guaranteed. No matter what happens, he is getting that money. But then after that, that's when it starts to get interesting. 2026, Sam Darnold would be paid, assuming the team picks up his option, $27.5 million, with 17.5 of that fully guaranteed for injury. And if he is healthy and all that, and they keep him on the roster, then he'll get all of that money, that 27.5, after the Super Bowl of the 2026 season. Then you go to 2027, the final year of the deal. He would be owed $35.5 million, none of that money guaranteed for 2027. And he has some bonus opportunities in this contract. Throughout his time in Seattle, he can earn up to $5 million per year based on individual and team performance when it comes to playoffs and wins and statistics and a few other things. There's some chances for him to make some extra cash. McAfee said this is similar to the Derek Carr situation when he was with the Las Vegas Raiders. And you may recall that at the end of Derek Carr's tenure, they benched him as there was the injury guarantees where they told Derek Carr, hey, look, you could get injured tripping down the stairs. We're not going to activate you. We're not going to let you in the building because we don't want this to cost us money down the line and be able to move on from you pretty easily. McAfee said that if Darnold struggles and Seattle is out of contention, they very well easily could bench Sam Darnold if they've decided in their minds we can't take that risk and we're going to move on and bring in another quarterback the following season as that injury guarantee kicks in, similar to Derek Carr. It's also similar to Russell Wilson's situation that he had at the end of his tenure with the Denver Broncos. When the Broncos tried to force him to give up his injury guarantee, he wouldn't do so they benched him despite having a decent year that final season in Denver. McAfee, another point he goes on to add is that for Sam Darnold, this contract, although it sounds like a lot of money, $100.5 million over 3 years, it really isn't that much security for Sam Darnold, with only having 1 year guaranteed and Seattle having all the power with that 2-year option. His co-host AJ Hawk had this to say on Sam Darnold. If you're an owner, if you're a GM, you would like every player on the roster to have a contract like this where every single year you get to make a decision, where if you live up to it and earn it, we'll pick it up the next league year and you'll have another year under your belt. For the Hawks, this is a smart gamble that they are taking. It is a calculated gamble on the part of the Seattle Seahawks here. Let me explain what I mean by this. Yes, they are investing a lot of money on a quarterback that has one great season to his resume so far at this point in time. But they've provided enough insurance on this situation where if Sam Darnold looks like the New York Jets Sam Darnold, then they can get out of this and go find a new quarterback here. I think they've structured this right for the circumstance because while we sit here and we believe in Sam Darnold, I think Sam Darnold's going to have a fantastic season. We don't know for certain. And they have provided themselves that relief if, God forbid, something happens on that front. McAfee also adding this. They are negotiating at this year's prices, but the salary cap is going to go up and potential value is going to go up. And you're stuck in it whether you like it or not. That's good. Schneider's driving a good business up there. So, in the end, this is really good for Seattle. It's not great for Sam Darnold. It's a bet on himself. In Sam Darnold's situation, he's thinking, hey, if I play really good for these 2-3 seasons, then there's a major payday coming at the end of the line, but it's still a while before he sees this money. In Seattle, with paying this money to Darnold compared to what the other quarterbacks looked like on the market, like Geno Smith, and moving on from DK and Tyler Lockett, and when you look ahead to the salary cap for the next couple of seasons, Seattle, with these moves they've made and how they've lined up this contract and others, they have flexibility now that they didn't have before. How would you grade the Sam Darnold contract? A, B, C, D, or F? I'll give you my grade coming up in a moment, but want to hear from you guys first. Weigh in and let us know. Speaking of Sam Darnold, we have his jerseys on sale now with free shipping available at chatsports.com/Darnold is where you can get yours today. He'll be rocking the number 14 in 2025. And we also have other Seahawks merchandise for you as well at that same link, chatsports.com/Darnold. Waiting on some Cooper Kupp jerseys to be available in the coming days. Be on the lookout for that as well. Go get yours today, chatsports.com/Darnold. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. That's chatsports.com/Darnold. My grade for Seattle is an A with this contract. You're getting him at a very fair price. You've set yourself up with an out in case it doesn't go well here. I think John Schneider, say what you want, and we've been honest when it comes to John Schneider on this program. We call balls and strikes. We give credit when credit's due. We tell you when mistakes are made. This one was not a mistake. John did a very good job with this contract, and not to mention, he's cheaper than Geno Smith by about 25%. You get a younger, more talented quarterback and a cheaper quarterback than what you would have had with Geno Smith. I think it's a win-win for the Hawks. Sam Darnold coming in off a Pro Bowl campaign, was the most improved player in the league, according to the Pro Football Writers Association in 2024. But everybody is thinking to themselves, what version will we see? I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic that the Vikings version of Sam Darnold that we saw in 2024 is here to stay. But you don't have to go too far back to see when Sam Darnold was having his struggles in Carolina and in New York prior to that. And we obviously have some concerns with the offensive line, how that's going to hold up and what Sam Darnold is going to look like on that front, but time will tell. We'll see. I think Sam's earned this. I'm excited for him. I think it's going to go well. And I think this calculated risk and gamble that John Schneider and company has put together is smart. It's going to pay off, and it's going to work out great. That's how I feel. We'll see how it all ultimately plays out at the end of the day. For more Seahawks coverage, follow me on X, at Tyler Jones Live. Getting close to 8,000 followers. Need your help to get there. Appreciate you joining us. We'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today.